Bob is probably one of the only guys I'm jealous of, because the way he does his stuff is something I've always wanted to start it. I've always wanted to start an Ebonic sports network. Because, look, it's two ways to talk. It's the corporate way, like we all talk, and then how he does it. So when I first heard him and I saw him, I started following him. He was nice to me, and, you know, we've been friends ever since. So whenever Bob calls out, I'm always there for Bob, because he makes me laugh. You know, he does stuff that I wish I could do. I wish me and Chuck could talk like he talk on TNT. That would definitely bring the ratings up.
You're getting close. Did you guys ever slip up? It's all live that you do, right?
Chuck slipped on one time.
Is it a little delay? Is there like a little?
No, it's live.
Yeah, not one time.
Well,
one time.
What was it? I think I know.
One time a year.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say shit.
He what was the what was I gonna say? No, I wanted to get back to you though. You were I have to say it because you were a good wingman. I don't care. Shaq with my ex-girlfriend went and what? No, he gave me he FaceTimed her like the request that I asked Shaq. Or
Which ex?
Kiki. It's not a big. Listen, we're working at Shaq. I'm telling you the truth. I got it. He went out of his way. I said, look, I said, can you be? I had a couple drinks. I said, can you be a good wingman and can you fucking FaceTime her dad? And Shaq fucking FaceTimed her dad. Like that's the kind of guy he is.
Okay, but if I was you, I would have just like not told that story, because then your girl right now would have felt special that you brought Shaq in her presence.
Stupid.
I know. And now you just fucked it up. I think.
All right. I'm working on it, Shaq. I'm working on my relationships.
You had to get that out.
Give an introduction.
Day by day, I'm becoming a better person and trying to be. What are you doing in Vegas, by the way?
I have a residency over at the Wynn Encore. So I had a show Saturday. I got another show Friday in San Bernardino, Calgary on Saturday, and then back at the Wynn Saturday night.
God damn.
That's crazy.
Is it hip hop? Like you play hip hop or?
No, dubstep and EDM.
Really?
Yeah.
Why dubstep and EDM?
I went to a concert 5 years ago, Tomorrow World, and I saw 500,000 people, no cops, no fights, just jamming. And it gave me something that I've been missing since I retired. It gave me that adrenaline boost, because that's all I live for, coming to an arena, whether it's at home or the opposing arena, 15,000, 16,000 people screaming. And I watched Tiesto and Steve Aoki. And when the beats drop, you see 500,000 people doing this. And I've been DJing since '88. I just got away from it when I started doing albums.
What the fuck has Shaq been DJing since
I did not know
that.
No, I've been DJing since high school, college, but when I luckily got my album deal, I kind of got away from it. But so then I
you had something with
hired this manager, and you know they put me in the celebrity DJ category because all the celebrity DJs are terrible,
right?
And they thought I didn't know what I was doing, so I had to pay my dues. I had a shit circuit, and then finally I said, hey, give me one chance to rock a crowd, 100,000. If I don't do well, fire me and I'll never do it again. So I did Lost Lands about 3 years ago, killed it, and I did Lollapalooza last year. But you know those like clubs are cool. But the festivals, bro, that's just like being at the finals.
That must be crazy.
Game 7, you up 2 games, and if you win this game, everybody's celebrating. And, you know, good thing about music is I know the music. I have kids that are really into it. And I got a guy named Brian that does the craziest drop. So I've been doing pretty good so far.
You produce any of your own shit ever or no?
Every now and then.
Yeah?
Yeah, every now and then.
Do you party, get like fucked up when you're doing it? Or?
I don't drink, sir.
Oh, okay. I remember
Never.
that actually.
Yeah.
I remember that. Nice.
Quick with that response, too.
My vice is hookah.
Oh, really?
Hookah's sweet.
Yeah. No drinks, no cannabis, just hookah.
Nice. So you go like, what's the big draw to hookah lounges? I've never seen the fascination.
Hookah's just so chill.
Yeah. Okay, so my thing is, cigar leaves a nasty smell and a nasty taste. Cannabis never did it. Hookah's right in the middle. You know, they have different flavors, doesn't leave the taste in your mouth or in your clothes, so I just decided to, you know, start doing that. And, you know, hookah bars are chill. I don't really go out to clubs and hang out anymore, but rather than stay home all day, I can go to hookah bars, sit, chill, you know, just have a good time. How many shows you got, Shaq?
Oh, you're helping with the interview again. This is what you did.
No, I'm just saying, like, I did one thing you was doing nothing, and you're doing something else.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you.
Well, I have 2 shows. This is a good show.
What's your other show?
Well, I had Ripper Magoo's, and Shaq came on Ripper Magoo's, you know, so.
And then you had another one.
I had the one with Lauren and Timmy. Remember the Lauren girl?
Yeah.
My thing with Bob Shaq is I think I agree with you. He's one of the most funny guys. But I don't know how much he told about you, but I think he just needs You need like a strict regimen like this to
We do.
stick to.
We need a little infrastructure.
Because this guy's so funny and talented, he just needs to focus on like one thing and just stick to it.
I have to disagree with you on that.
What do you think?
Ooh.
I was watching a movie and the guy said you could run down and do one, or you could walk down and do them all. Think about what I'm saying. You know, we don't know when it's our time to go. Take advantage of all opportunities, period. Like people look at me and say, why are you doing so much? One, because it's an opportunity, and two, because I have time and it's fun to do. So to focus on one thing, never.
Do you still have the biggest bed in the world? Remember that thing we talked about?
Yes.
It's Orlando, right?
Yeah, it's in Orlando.
And how big is it?
It fits 50 people.
50?
Yeah.
Have you ever had 50 people in the bed?
Do you have a piece of paper?
I'm sure we can get one.
Yeah.
Gabe or somebody, can we
yeah, give me a piece of paper.
get Shaquille O'Neal a piece of paper?
And where I know you two from?
Bro, I met you through your son
Okay.
on
that's
FaceTime.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay, that's
I
right.
know Shakir and
Okay.
Sharif.
Yeah, I know you guys look
This way?
familiar.
This
No
way?
paper.
Oh, here.
Big piece, dude.
Nigga brought him an index card.
He's Brazilian.
I mean,
All right, that's
Kyle's telling me, talking about running a good operation here. You just handed
Yeah, give me
fucking
that
Shaq a sticky note.
Where's your assistant, bro?
He's so God knows. He's probably gambling downstairs.
He's probably
gambling
ran
downstairs.
away with your chick, man.
Thank you. No, I don't need a pen. Ask me that question again about have I ever had 50 people in my bed?
So have you ever had 50 people in that large bed of yours?
Yeah, one time.
Got it. It's hard to get a lot out of people here. We need the raw shit. We need the real deal in this podcast.
What's wrong with your microphone? A lot of static in your microphone.
Just how we do. We're censoring. It's that day and age now. Are you ever afraid of that now with all that stuff going on? I don't want to beat a dead horse, but all the cancellation stuff and all that. You ever nervous you're going to slip up or anything like that?
I try to tell people that I'm a real model instead of a role model. Everybody makes mistakes. One, if I make a mistake, I want you to learn from my mistake. I probably won't make a purposeful mistake. I may make an accidental mistake, but I just try to be as respectful and righteous as I can. Times are different. You can't say things like you used to could say. And I'm all about people and respecting people, so I just try to respect people as much as possible, but it ain't something I worry about because I'm a good guy. You know, it costs you nothing to be nice. If you're nice to me, I'm going to be nice. I don't get in people's business. I don't get in people's politics. I don't want to be involved in that. All I want to do is make people laugh, similar to you. All I want to do is help those in need, and all I want to do is show children the right way to get it done. And those are my three paths, and, you know, I stay in my lane. I don't bash people on social media. I don't talk about people unless it's basketball players because that's my job, but you know, street rule number one is always mind your own business.
You
Like
think
people
Damn right.
you think the NBA's become like too sensitive and political?
Oh yes, very, very sensitive, very soft, very political. But you know, and I hate this term, but people say this is the era we live in. So I guess we have to accept it. One thing I will not accept is okay play being looked at as great play. I ain't letting that shit slide ever. You know, I've been through the era of Mike, Charles, Malone, Stockton, all these great guys, so I know what greatness looks like. So, you know, I said something about Donovan Mitchell one time, and who everybody is, start bashing me.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But they're not listening to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I played with Penny Hardaway, Kobe Bryant, D Wade, LeBron James, Steve Nash, and if you ain't on that level, I don't know what great is. No, he's really good player on his way, but you know, to try to crown him as the next. And then I said, okay, if he's crowned the next, where is he ranked?
And now.
You know, right now. And people were saying 5, 6, 7. I said, well, I don't know where y'all come from, but being fifth is not acceptable to me. If I'm not number one or number two, don't bring my name up.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Mm-hmm. Who was the biggest shit talker that you used to go against back in the day when you were playing?
Well, a lot of them. Let's see, GP used to talk a lot of trash. Garnett used to talk trash. But when you come from the place that we come from, it's normal. I grew up like that. Talking crazy to me just gets me motivated. Like, I used to try to talk to guys to see who I was dealing with. Like, if I said something to you and you buckled up, I knew I had you every time. If I said something in the paper and you responded, I knew I had you every time. If I knew you were soft, I would dig in a little deeper. Like, is that your wife in the other room? I'm going to hit 50.
Oh, you get it
Oh,
personal.
yeah, all the time.
So you going?
Oh, yeah. Yo, Is that your wife in the other room?
We don't have to bring that up.
No, but I'm just saying, I would do stuff like, yo, is that your wife in the other room? Let's see, I got 15 now. By the end of the game, I'm going to get 40, then I'm going to get a number.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So you went deep. You went dark.
Very deep and dark.
And then after the game, were you always like, hey, man, that was just...
No.
You don't do that.
You went and actually got the wife?
Has anything ever like set you off that a player has ever said to you, like in a game where you're like, okay, now I'm coming after him?
No, because when I grew up watching karate movies, and the basis of all the movies I watched is at some point the student must take the teacher out. And I like to take my jealousy and turn it into me taking care of business. Like the first time I seen Magic Johnson and Tom Cruise and Eddie Murphy and those guys, how people treated them, I was like, that's what I want. I want that. And then I'm like, okay, how do I get that? Hey, Magic won 5 championships. Tom Cruise did this. Eddie Murphy did that. I said, okay, no problem. And you just work towards it. First time I seen Jordan and how he got the respect from the referees and how when he touched the ball and made a shot, the crowd went crazy. I want that. So when you want something, you just got to go get it. And there's many ways to go get it. My way is to just fight, and just take it. And I'm not shaking no hands. I'm not disrespecting people. I'm just, going out there and take it. I take pride in saying I was the last one to beat Michael Jordan in the playoff situation. And everybody has their own.
Did you just say again one more time?
I take pride in being the last guy to beat Michael Jordan in the playoff situation. Everybody's going to say, oh, he came back from baseball. But my thing is, if you step on that court, and I know he has the same mentality. If you're on that court, that means you're ready to go.
What would Michael say back to you if you heard that?
Michael would say the same thing that I said. And then because I know Michael, I actually learned from Michael. And the next year they came back and demolished us. Make sure we didn't win the game. I'm sure he was a little rusty when he came back. But,
Mike sucked when he came back. Y'all, let's keep it real.
Yeah, he didn't suck. He didn't suck. No.
He didn't suck. That year,
he came back number 45. He knew not to get 23.
First of all, he didn't suck. What happened was they gave up their strategy. Oh, we got these 3 big guys. We're just going to foul Shaq, and I shot pretty good from the free throw line that year. Mm-hmm. That's what happened.
Is he the best to ever play the game?
Oh yeah,
yeah. Michael Jordan is.
What was your strongest team? You think? What year?
Lakers.
What year?
They three-peated, man.
Yeah, the 3-peat years. The 3-peat years, and then a year that we could have got number 4, but we lost to Detroit. So those are my best years.
Well, with Orlando, I noticed you played for Orlando. Obviously, you think that could have ever? You think your time in Orlando would have ever worked out? Like, could have worked out, or
we definitely could have got one, no doubt. The thing in Orlando was, listen, when you're young and silly, you chase useless titles. Like I know when I got there, I was the man. But then when Penny got there, he thought he was the man.
Yeah.
And we were fighting over bullshit, useless titles that didn't make sense. Mm-hmm. So the year before I left, Penny sat out because he wanted to get more money, which is fine with me because I know if you get 100, no disrespect to you, my brother, I got to get 150.
Did you not respect that?
No, I loved it. Like I said, look, he going to miss some games, take care of him, give him what he want. They gave it to him. But then when it was time for me to get my money, he kind of disappeared. So I was like, okay, you want it? It's all yours now. And then me going to L.A., I was already familiar with L.A. because every time we lost in Orlando, I'm in L.A. the next day. Movies, albums, just hanging out. So I already had a beach. I already knew my beach house. I already knew my way around.
Beach.
So it was fun for me. And it was, time for me to do something different. Growing up in a military family, I'm used to moving every 4 years. And if it don't work out in the 4 years, you re-up and you relocate. So since I was familiar with L.A. and they had a similar team, I was like, I'm going to go to L.A. But the craziest thing, and I always tell the story, Jerry West met me at a hotel. He said, I got some good news and some bad news. I said, what's the bad news? He said, I can't get you the 150 you asked for, but I can get you 120, and I got some movie deals signed up for you that'll come out to about 180. And I said, shit, let me see the contract. So he showed me the contract, and I've never seen so many zeros in my life. My first contract was $40 million. But when I seen that 120 for 7 with the option after 3 to renew, I was like, man. And as I'm signing, he puts his hand on my shoulder. He said, let me tell you something. I just got this kid. He said, in 2 or 3 years, you and him going to win a lot of championships. But I'm like, yeah, okay. But I'm trying to sign. And he was talking about Kobe. Jerry West, yep.
Happy birthday to Kobe.
Yep. Yeah. Happy birthday to Kobe.
Kobe's
birthday today.
What kind of teammate was he? You guys are both competitive as ever, you know.
Do you have a brother?
I have a brother.
Y'all fight?
We fight.
Exactly what it is. And I kind of perpetuated it out of the locker room because one thing I understood was marketing. So, yeah, I don't like him. He don't like me, and everybody talked about us. That's all I want. That's all I want. Oh, what's Kobe and Shaq gonna do? Are they still fighting? That's all I wanted, and kind of went too far to where people kind of believed it. But if you believed it, if we believed it, you think we went 3 out of 4? If it was real, you think that when we won our first championship, 30,000 people in the arena, one guy runs and jumps in my arm? So all it was a respectful big brother, little brother relationship. And I have a brother. We don't get on. I mean, I'm the one to say we don't get along. It ain't peaches and cream. We fight, we argue, we love and respect. I know when he came to the hole and got double teamed, he was looking for me. When I got double teamed, I was looking for him. Mm-hmm. You don't always have to agree. You don't always have to be pussyfooting around, kissing each other, holding hands. It's all about respect. I respected that he was going out to get 20. He respected I was going out to get 30, 35. And it worked. And, you know, he had the same mentality that I had. When it was time for him to take over and he wanted to be the man, they said, you know what, we're going to stay with the younger Shaq and we're going to stay with the younger Kobe and get rid of the older Shaq. And it's business. I understand business. Mm-hmm. Still have a great relationship with the Bus family. And I just said to myself, okay, I was in LA. I spent 2 terms. This game has no loyalty. I was getting older, and they knew that, you know, after winning all those championships, I'm coming back in the 200 range. And then they was like, well, we don't want to pay a guy all this money. He's going to be 41, 42. We'll do something else. So I accepted it. You know, we still, you know, act like we didn't like each other. And, you know, the game was fun, but it was all about respect. If the respect was lost, then we'd have a real story. But it ain't no real story. You know, some of the greatest groups and duos had beef. Look at the Beatles. Mm-hmm. Look at the Beatles, one of the greatest groups of all time. They had
especially during such a competitive game. You know, when you're playing such a competitive game, it just comes out naturally. So he was obviously a, you know, super competitive guy. You got any good stories that just showed that competitive edge that he had?
I remember his rookie year. You know, he'd always, like, I could do stuff in my head without practicing, but he would do stuff in his head in practice. So, like, we in the game going over warm-ups, and he'd just get up and go.
The fuck?
Really? Yeah, just like, get his move and take his dribble to his leg, but come back, pump fake shit. Like he would actually do that. Like
he was already thinking about it.
Yeah, like he was already thinking about it, and then he'd go in the game and do it. And we was like, damn. So, you know, we knew that with his determination that, you know, he was going to be somebody. We knew that. And like, he's the guy. He's like he's a workaholic. I'm a workaholic, but I got shit to do before and after. He's a workaholic. Like, he'll get it done, and then, like, he'll do his other stuff. But I'm, you know, club, records, movies.
You're spreading it out a little bit. He was just hyper,
but he was all
focused on basketball.
Yeah, he was all.
Was he always the last one to leave the gym, first one to show up?
Man, first one there, definitely. I mean, you know, like all that last to leave the gym, that don't really mean nothing. Like, what if you can't play? It doesn't. I mean, like, what if you? I feel that. Yeah, I mean, like, what if you can't play and you're the last one to leave the gym? That don't mean nothing. But the first one there, he was always, but he always practiced like it was a game. I'm the type, like, I had to pace myself.
Who do you think is, like, similar to Kobe now?
Nobody. Stop it.
Well, I mean, like, you got Kyrie and Devin Booker.
Stop it.
I mean,
will you stop it?
Well, obviously
will
not.
You stop it.
Okay. Shaq says you stop.
I feel like Shaq asks that question every goddamn second.
No,
did you think the Suns were going to beat the Bucks this year?
I thought they had a shot. Remember, Giannis wasn't playing. But to answer your question over there, young fella, similar to Kobe, no one even close.
No one.
Yeah,
Kyrie, no one.
Nah, and then I don't think they want to be compared to Kobe. I think they're trying to make their own mark. But
yeah.
Like, you know, you always ask people, who you compare to Mike? I don't compare anybody to Mike, but if I had to answer the question, Kobe is the closest thing to Mike. Mm-hmm. And is there somebody that's close to Kobe? No.
Is LeBron close to surpassing MJ in your book?
No.
Not at all. Where do you rank him? Like top 5, top 7?
And well, definitely top 3. But I don't like having this conversation because I actually know all these guys. But I know LeBron, and I think this is LeBron's plan. I think he wants to pass up Kareem. Because if he passes up Kareem in point, we all got to shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Think about it.
For sure.
He going to have 4 rings. You already passed up Kobe. You already passed up Mike. Now he passed up Kareem. So if that don't make him the greatest basketball player there is, I don't know, what we're talking about. But like when it comes to ranking, it's going to be Mike, going to be Kobe, and then probably LeBron. But, that's always, debatable. But again, I don't think LeBron wants to be compared to Kobe or Mike. LeBron has definitely made his own mark.
Yeah.
But I know him and known him since he was a kid. He's trying to pass up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And if I was him, I'd do the same thing. Because I'd be like, once I pass up Kareem, I don't want to hear shit else about who the best player is.
Where's he at? 36,000?
No, I think he's number 3.
Wow. So it's Malone and then Kareem.
Yep.
Wow. That's
we got to go and support Shaq's show once. I mean, I never got the really formal invite for you, but
yeah, I'd love to fucking.
We got to go and So when's the shows this week?
Where y'all live
at? Boston. LA.
We live in California.
Oh, okay. I have a show Friday.
In Vegas?
No, in San Bernardino.
San Bernardino Friday. Kyle.
It's a festival too. It's going to be outside. It's going to be like 50,000.
What's your availability Thursday?
What do you mean?
Like, I wonder if we book Shaq for Steve's birthday. I don't know what his rate is.
Yeah.
But
Steve who?
Steve will do it. He's one of the guys in our crew.
I've never heard of Steve. I'll do it. So that'll be 200,000.
200?
$200,000.
Good God Almighty!
Cash.
Listen, we both have the same rate, so it's
What?
Bob, I'll leave you to negotiate this one, maybe.
And listen,
Oh
Shaq has
my
done. Shaq has gone
God.
above and beyond. But I do want to. I want to go. So Friday, San Bernardino. This episode releases today, but Wednesday.
Wednesday.
So okay.
Hey, do me a favor. Close your freaking legs.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Jeez.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
You don't
Shaq,
be looking at balls.
No, the camera shoots from here up.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was trying to
all right,
intimidate you. I was
okay,
seeing if I can get inside your head.
What investments or like industries are you like most excited about for like the future that you haven't like told anyone, or like, I don't know, what are you familiar with? I don't know. Anything that you're doing in the future?
Best thing I've ever done in my life is listen.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've done a lot of things and it turned out well. And from the outside looking in, it makes it look like, oh, he's an expert. That's not the case. So my strategy is I invest in things that's going to change people's lives. That's the first thing I look at. The second thing I look at, if it's too good to be true, I stay away from it, even if I lose money. Like everybody, NFTs and Bitcoin, I don't understand it. I'm not doing it. So
You hold any crypto at all?
No, not at all. Because I don't understand it. And, like people, oh, you put this in and you win that. I just can't do it. So, a lot of things I've just, if it's going to help people out, you do it. My latest big thing is my company, Authentic Brands Group, we just purchased Reebok. And we're trying to get back in the game because Adidas bought Reebok a couple years ago and they kind of made them go away. So we're going to, try to bring them back. And that benefits people. People like shoes. They like clothes. They like stuff like
I was
that.
wearing them Shaqs when
You've
I
done
was,
so many business
in
ventures.
elementary too.
That's Salter, right? Jamie Salter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
My last big one was Ring. And Ring was big because it's affordable home security. This is the first time in my career I'm not living like a spoiled brat. What I mean by that, no gate, security gate, hey, Bob's here to see you, oh, let him through, none of that. I live amongst the people. So I called the security company and said, hey, I need you to put cameras in the house. And the guy, $60,000, not paying that shit. Call another guy, $45,000, I'm not paying that either. So I go to Best Buy and I get the little doorbell thing and I get the floodlight cam and I put them on myself. You take red on red, black on black, screw it. So I'm in China one day and my phone kept going on. I'm like, and I'm talking to this little kid that's at my door. I'm like, holy shit. So then I come to a conference here in Vegas and I meet the guy, Jamie Siminoff. I say, hey man, I want to invest in your company and I want to help get the word out. Cause I'm telling you, I done had a lot of these expensive camera systems. Nothing works like Ring, bro. No matter where you at, you can talk to people, you can see people, it records it.
Damn.
It sends it to like the neighborhood watch programs so you can take it, share it with the police. Like it's awesome. So
That's interesting. I never knew that. So
What
you were an early
What
Yeah,
investor.
happened
that's
with
it.
the Shaq low tops, man?
Oh, dog, it's all coming back. Trust me.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Wait, I want to hear the rest of that.
It's coming back.
I ain't gonna lie, I had them shits for real.
Oh yeah, appreciate that.
You were
My mama
involved
was
in the
hooking me
ring
up with them
cameras
in
that
elementary.
early?
Yes. Well, no, it wasn't early. He was already out, but I wanted to help.
Dunking on them.
You know, get the word out. I wanted to help. You know,
How long ago was that?
this is. I mean, he's sold to
my shit used to be
Amazon.
dirty as a fuck too. Yeah, I used to fuck
He
them
sold to
shits up
Amazon
outside.
about three.
Man, listen, I was young and I was fucking them little Shaq low tops up. But they
just
was
like-
at Marshalls and shit, so you know my mind.
Hey, you got to do it.
Yeah, man. I had the Wades too. The Wades used to be
Wades.
at Marshalls. Whatever was at Marshalls, I got. Who was
how you do it.
Vince Carter had his what was his shit?
I don't know.
Fuck. All right.
I don't know.
I don't worry about the earth.
No. Stephon Marbury. Why the hell did I say Vince Carter?
Marbury. Yeah, Marbury.
the Marburys. Yeah, yeah. He had his shit too.
But yeah, he sold to Amazon for $1 billion. So that was a nice chunk.
So what do you? So you're in Vegas for how many days?
I don't know. I'll leave whenever I feel like it.
You leave whenever you feel like. I mean, you gamble at all down here?
No.
So no gambling, no drinking.
What's
Just
another like cool business story like that? That's interesting. I didn't know that.
He's a big Papa John's guy. I know that. Papa
Oh, yeah,
John's.
Papa
Yeah,
John's.
Papa John's. Another
So is
one
it always just more
They
like
need a voice, by the way.
endorsing,
They
or
need
is
a
it like-
voice.
Is it
No,
all just more like
it's-
endorsement deals, or you're like
You know, we
involved
said it-
early on and stuff?
we set it up to look like endorsement, but we also have ownership in the company. So the Papa John's, look, everybody loves pizza.
Do you have a lot of pull there?
Of course I do.
So I mean, like, just to let you know, I used to be the voice of Buffalo Wild Wings, and they kind of cut ties for 3 years. So if there's anything, they
Yeah,
need-
what happened?
nothing. They just, we ran his course 3 years. Kind of misled me a little bit, but they were just like, "We're done with you," so they went with somebody else. So if Papa John's is looking, we're available.
I'll put in a good word for you.
Perfect.
So when the guy was having trouble, new partners came on and they said, "Hey, we want you to be involved." And I said, "The only way I'll be involved is if the other guy is finito forever." And then I said, "Well, I'm looking at your board. You don't have any African Americans on your board. I'd like to invest in some stores.
Well, shit.
Then I'd like to be on the board." They agreed. We made it done, and now it's back on track. We have a beautifully diverse board, Hispanic people from London, ladies, and we're doing the right thing. My best story is I had a Reebok deal, 40 for 5. And I'm leaving the arena one day, and this lady she's ripping me a new hat. "You motherfuckers charging these babies all this money for the shoes." So I had like a $2,000 in my pocket. I was like, "Ma'am, I don't make the prices. Here you go." And she smacked the money in my hand. "Why don't you motherfuckers make a shoe that's affordable?" And I thought about it. And I was like, you know what? She's right. So that day, cut ties with Reebok, started my
That
own
day?
brand. Yeah, that day. Told
What do
him,
you
I said,
define cut ties?
I told him, I said, keep the money. This ain't right. Don't want to make it no fight. I'll still wear the shoes that I wear during the season, but I'm going to be looking to do my own thing. They said, "Okay, we understand. At the end of the year, we're going to do this." I said, "It's just the money you owe me, keep it." So I started the Shaq brand, and I went to my favorite store, Walmart, and we did a deal. And I was in all stores, and my price point for the shoes were $29, $19. And since then, we sold over 400 million pair. And then
That's why
I make because I realize with kids, right? It's not that kids don't want to wear $20 shoes. They don't want to wear shoes that look like they cost $20. So the designs that they had at Reebok, I said, "Y'all come with me now, and we're gonna design some shoes. I don't give a shit how much money I lose. Make these kids look good and feel good." So even though they're $20 shoes, you can still feel good about them because Shaq, not the best in the world, but he's not the worst. But he's up in that top 5 category when it comes to, bad mofos that play the game. So kids can get away with wearing my stuff.
Well, so you're obviously good with your money and all that stuff, but you got to have some vice. What's your biggest splurge? Cars.
Yeah, cars.
I was going to ask you about that. Are you still working with that one company? They was faking you into that small car?
First of all, I
They
wasn't
was putting
faking.
you in the back seat.
No, I wasn't
And
faking.
they was acting like
I
that was
actually-
the front. All right, shit, whatever.
I had so many people ask me about Buick that I went out and bought one. And one day I was driving from Atlanta to Florida, speeding, and a cop pulled me over. "License, registration, please." And when he came out the window, he said, "Oh shit, you really do fit," and he let me go. I was in the Buick. I fit. I do
So
fit,
cars. How many cars you got?
Said
I have 40. I probably got about 7 or 8 now.
What's your favorite one?
I got a Dodge Demon. That son goes so fast. I done embarrassed Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Teslas.
I think I seen a video of you on Instagram where people was walking up to you at the gas station. You were in that. Demon.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know, but you spent like $1 million at Walmart once, right?
No, not at Walmart. I spent $1 million the first day I got it. And it's a story I tell all these NBA players when they come in. Learn business. I had no idea who FICA was. Never heard of that ever. So get the $1 million. I put it in the bank because I'm smart. I put it all in the bank. They give me these little checkbooks. I go to the dealership. I got to get that black on black. My fucking Benz, black interior, the wheels. Cost $150. So I get to the crib. My dad said, "Where's mine at?" I ain't the smartest in the world, but I know $1 million minus $150. Shit, I got $850 left. Go buy him one. Now I got $700 left. Go buy my mom the little one $100. Now I got $600 left. I know this, right? You know I got to get the chain, the rollie, the ring. Suits. I got an apartment.
You got to get the gangs.
Yeah, you know I got an apartment that I paid off for a year. Gave my girlfriend some money to get shopping. The next day, the bank manager called me. He called me and said, "Miss O'Neal want to talk to you." And I said, "Yeah, what's up?" He said, "I don't want you to be like the rest of these athletes. 60% of athletes, after they're done, they have no money. I don't want you to be like that." He said, "I know you spent a lot of money." I said, I was like, "Yeah, I spent some." And when he looked at the piece of paper, FICA had took about $200. The sales tax had took about another $150. So I really only had $650. So I thought that the $1 million means I was netting $1 million. It wasn't. So I spent my whole $650, and I was in the hole. I owed the bank about $50. So after that, I was like, you know what? I got to get me a business manager. And I met with this guy. Met with 5 people. 3 of them were, "I'll do this, I'll do that." Nope. And then the last guy, his name was Lester Nisbel. He said, "Hey, I have a small little firm. I'll teach you about bonds and taxes and all that." And he said, "I represent NWA." And I told my mom, I said, "That's what I want to sound with right there." And I've been with him ever since 1992.
So is that how you learned like all your business shit, or like?
So my father was a disciplinarian. Every time I did something crazy, I got. But what that taught me was never to make the same mistake twice. I try not to make the same mistake twice ever. So doing that, being that frivolous with the money, it never happened again.
Hardest part's got to be though, you have so many people coming at you, and even no matter what everybody's doing in this room, or whatever. But it's hard to trust. How do you find somebody that you can actually trust when so many people are coming at you to do stuff?
As far as what?
I mean, just money management, deals that they're setting up for you, blah blah blah, everything. Everybody's coming to you and pulling at you in every different way. Well, how do you find a guy, agent, manager, anybody who you can actually trust?
When you have to be educated to know what they're doing. That's the first thing, and then the second one, trust is hard. You can trust somebody for 20 years and it could be broken in one day. So trust is a thing. You just have conversations, you have a relationship, and you always have to let them know what you want. Like, my first agent, I'm looking to learn, I'm looking to do stuff, I'm looking to own stuff, I'm looking to have a good time doing it. And we had a great relationship. And now the new agent I got 3 agents now, and we have great conversations, we have arguments, don't do this, don't say that. And it's a team thing. And I also realize that if you're the smartest guy in the room sometimes, that's not a good thing. I love being surrounded by people that are smarter than me. Love it.
Learning. It's more of a learning thing, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It's fucking cool. You're so like into the business. Like,
don't tell anybody.
It's obvious you are, but it's just cool to hear in person.
It's too late.
I need to get into the relationship thing. You're talking about your ex-girlfriend on your podcast.
No.
You got a girlfriend? I actually have a question because
yeah, go ahead.
With
Here we go.
I love this.
Because
this is my favorite part of
You
every
can
episode.
always tell when Salim's about to talk about chicks.
because you played for a lot of NBA teams. You played for Suns, Cavs, all these teams, right? What was where were the most attractive women? Like what city or the team?
Toronto and Dallas.
Dallas
and New York and Miami.
Toronto, you think?
Yeah. Yeah. Toronto's off the chain. Yeah, Toronto.
Are you into the black women or white women?
I'm into nice.
To nice?
Nice people, and I was an idiot. I was my first girlfriend, my daughter's mother, she was perfect. I messed that up, and then Miles's mom, Shawnee, she was perfect. I messed that up. So I was more of an idiot than I was a true man. And but to answer your question, Miami, Dallas, Toronto, and LA.
Damn, sounds about right.
Ain't no Houston in there. I ain't gonna lie, Houston.
No, Houston, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you trust these women as an NBA player? Like, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously you're gonna have your stunts.
My thing is, if you treat people with honor and respect, nothing can go wrong.
You ever had a girl ever try to like steal from your like hotel room while you were sleeping or something like?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Slim, you're meeting the wrong girls, I guess.
No, I'm asking him because he was.
No,
I mean, you're an NBA player, so I mean, obviously these girls are throwing it at you.
Yeah, but one, like my method was, you can't pick me.
Mm-hmm.
Can't pick me. I would have to pick you. And then, like I said, if you treat people with honor and respect, 99% of the time they're going to treat you back the same. So I've never had those problems, and I don't foresee myself having those problems.
He hasn't, but a lot of guys do just go with like the dumb girls that just rinse them.
Do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, you never had that.
No, never.
Do you think it's bad that, like, they always give me shit we were talking about before, that, like, sometimes I keep bringing it up, but that I use my Instagram sometimes to, like, get a girl. Is that bad? Like, if they...
Oh, fuck. He's out of here with that girl back there. I ain't gonna lie. She's on the first flight out in the next hour.
I'm just a straight honest... But I'm an honest guy. I'm just asking.
Text him to ask the question for you.
Okay, I need to translate.
I'll ask Shaq. We asked it before, but Bob loves to use his Instagram. Right when he meets a girl, he'll take a story of her and just tag her right away. And I tell him it's good for the short term.
No, I don't tag the ones I like, though. I don't tag the ones I like.
But well, you can't long term, I don't think it's the smartest move. But if you just want to smash them,
and it's no. Listen, it's not. It's just when things aren't going well. So I'll go up and I'll just when things aren't going well, it's getting towards the end, and I think my time's running out, and I don't got much of a shot here. I'm like, bang! You've tried every trick in the book. I've exercised all options.
But imagine if Drewski tags a girl compared to if you tag a girl.
You're in trouble.
Like Drewski's gonna gain her 10K.
Yeah, nah.
Bob, you're gonna gain her like 150 followers now. Because you've done it so many times.
Let's just say I'm in a good place
right now. It's the best dating app. Instagram? It really is, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's like really what it is for most chicks.
Free. No, yeah, it is. Yeah,
you know what? I
heard
my good friend Gary Vee say that a long time ago. He said, you people out there paying money for these dating apps, Instagram and TikTok, the best way to meet girls.
Instagram should have some sort of...
I think girls literally like some girls like motive when they wake up is to just like take photos so they can eventually like bag like a rich guy.
Well, yeah.
Like they're literally just flexing on the gram and they're just
I'm
trying
not
to
talk about the ladies because I like my privileges with the ladies.
Well, I hate
I'm just saying.
Unsending
me.
Delete me from this conversation.
Yeah,
me and Drew.
I say every time.
I don't really fuck with Tinder, but
yeah, you can unsend messages on Instagram. That's what I don't mess with.
I tried to get on Tinder, but they didn't believe it was me.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
Raya, you've been on Raya, huh?
You're too big to get on Tinder, man. I ain't gonna lie.
But it's fun sometimes. It's fun. Why can't Jack live like the rest of us? Why can't you live like the rest of us? You could be on Tinder.
When Tinder first came out, I got on it. I put me, and I was like, "Hey, meet me at the place." I don't know you. You're not Shaq. Shaq would never
do this.
That's for a girl. That's an automatic like catfish. That's like you. And then
And I was like, "Call me. This is my number. This isn't Shaq. Shaq would never be here." So I had to, delete it.
You like the smaller chicks, or are you more like you try to get a girl that's kind of like almost closer to you, maybe to your shoulder?
TNT, remember,
I like nice people, brother.
It's all about respecting women.
Yeah,
that's the most important.
I don't pick, and like if you're nice and we have a little vibe, that we'll get to know each other.
So you don't pull out your gram when things aren't going good in a conversation for you. You don't pull up the Instagram.
Pull up my what?
Like
how does Shaq have to pull out his Instagram?
That's right. I forgot you're like a famous NBA guy too.
I think what he's trying to. What's your fucking bird call? Like, what's your? Yeah. All right, if you see a girl over here, you're not addressing her.
Yeah, do you approach or?
That's what he's asking.
You see a nice.
That's what all these dudes are asking right here.
This is my bird call right here.
$100,000.
Wait, what about the face that you make like?
Yeah, no, I don't like to be too far just like that. Cause see, right now I'm testing out your sense of humor. Mm-hmm. So if you smile back, okay, you pass the first test. Second test, how are you doing? And then like I'll give my stupid name like, hey, my name LeBron James. Okay, you pass that test, and then I'll just go real slow. Ain't no real sweet with it.
You ever rant?
That's smooth.
The thing is with you, right? Obviously, you're a huge dude, blah blah. Like these guys, everywhere they go, fucking people know what. What do you
fucking posture right now?
What? I'm sinking in the couch.
Dude's been
Yeah,
in
that's-
70 different sexual positions since we started.
Figure four.
He had both legs up.
Dude,
Look at
I'm
Shaq
so-
like,
I'm
yo,
so
so
fucking
Shaq,
tired.
how do you feel about
Yeah.
you're
tell me
spread
about
eagle?
Like, dude, the
Tell me
podcast,
about-
like, 27.
Tell me about my girl. Like, what the hell are you doing,
All right,
Bob?
listen. I did have it last night. We got locked out of the apartment. We couldn't get in the apartment, so I had like 2 hours sitting outside the apartment, fight with the fucking landlord, and then it was just messy. And then I had to prepare for Shaq.
And that's your fault.
It was not my fault.
Oh, it's your fault.
Why?
Because you take your woman to a hotel.
Yeah, I was trying to, but we had all our shit in there to come see you. Like we needed all our bags were locked in the fucking.
No, stop.
I almost
it.
had the fire.
You take her to a hotel, and then when you land, you take her to the fashion mall. You get here at 12 o'clock. You let her go to the spa. You take a shower, wash your balls that you got all spread out right now.
No, man, I'm
You
airing
come
them
to
out a
the
little
show.
bit.
He hadn't even done that
Yeah.
shit yet.
Shut your mouth,
Okay,
Drewski, all right?
Right here
Shut your
on
fucking
a
mouth,
missile.
Drewski.
Yeah, I'm on a bullshit plane today. Fuck you, man.
All right, let's not make this the fucking bash Bob hour. Let's
That's all
change
good.
subjects
That's all
here.
What were you asking him about?
Who? What?
Shaq?
I don't know. I already
If he
forget.
gets recognized or a lot.
Oh yeah. Like does it get annoying? Like every second, 'cause I was at the Super Bowl with you, and when I came up to you, and you were like, you were walking out, and I said, "What's up to you?" And I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, this guy, everywhere he goes, because you can't hide. You're a big ass fucking dude. So it's like, you go out, people recognize you, but it's every second of every single day that has got to drive you fucking nuts.
Yeah. Do you ever say no to a photo, Shaq?
When I'm eating.
That's what I think too. Yeah.
But I never say no to a kid whether I'm eating or not. But we, celebrities, we have a small niche where people know us, they love us, they want to see us, right? So I'm amazed that I haven't played in 12 years. Kids still know who I am.
It's because you've done a good job maintaining your brand.
I am, but, and then again, it costs you nothing to be nice. So if you're nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to you. And then if I'm ever in a mood where I don't want to be bothered, I won't leave the house. I'll just Netflix, watch TV. But when I'm out, as you see, I'm by myself all the time. I don't do the entourage or the boys thing. All my boys actually have jobs, including Miles. They actually work. So whenever a person approaches me, they're nice, I'm nice. They're not nice, I'm not nice. And so to answer your question, no, I'm not annoyed. I'm actually honored and blessed that people still know me 12 years after playing. Because
I know I'm going to make up for this. Can I take her to the San Bernardino thing on Friday?
Of course.
All right, word. That'll make me look good.
Huh?
That's a big favor if you do that.
You're going to need to do more than that.
That might be, yeah, I will. But that's just a step in the right direction.
No, you're going to have to do more.
More? All right, I got that.
Shopping.
Okay.
How much you got in your pocket?
0.
How much you got on your credit card?
We don't discuss that on the air here.
Don't go shopping and build.
We're not going to go
don't
deep
build
into
a
that.
Red
Give it
Rock
to
for your
her.
shopping.
I'll tell you what. I already said I'm doing something very special.
This is what you do. You say, babe, I do certain stuff to maintain my brand. I didn't mean it. I apologize if I offended you. Here you go. Go get yourself something nice.
Okay.
That's it.
See, I like to. Yeah, that's one way to go about it.
No. Hey, trust me.
Okay, I will.
Babe, I'm just doing my job. I say that's how I got on, by saying crazy stuff. I'm always say crazy stuff to get the boom, the bam. You was in the other room. I should have been more, decisive with my words and all that stuff. And then just apologize first. I mean, because if you go about it,
this podcast.
Listen, if you go in the room and don't say nothing about it, you're done. Bet you tonight when it come time to, see me that now. What about your other girlfriend? Yeah, so.
Okay.
Trust me.
I hate that line. No, fuck.
Shaq is fucking good with his words.
It's like a fucking TED Talk here.
Just
apologize. The bitch.
Matter of fact, apologize right now. No, in the camera.
The camera's on.
Say her name and
Well,
say, baby.
no. But also, wait. What do you do this though?
Do a
What do you do with
practice
some
run.
people, to some girls that like to probably stay under the radar and not be associated with all this? So
What?
like some girls, like we obviously a little bit in the public eye, right? All of us.
That's not the point. The point is apologize to your woman right now and say, baby, I apologize.
I just want to apologize for everything I've done up to this point.
So you see how they do?
I'm going to take you shopping, and then
Everything
Friday we're
I've
going to
done.
be on stage mixing tables with Shaq in San Bernardino. And there's more to come. I just haven't thought about it yet. Was that awful?
It's
Just
terrible.
hadn't thought about
Totally
that shit.
And I'm sitting, now I'm sitting Indian style.
Crisscross
Oh my
applesauce.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
All right, listen.
For what
How
you
about this?
said.
I'll fucking report back to you. All right, I got this.
All
I
right,
know what I'm
deal.
doing. I
Okay,
get myself
all right.
these fucking predicaments all the
All right,
time.
deal.
I'll figure it out.
God, I just want to pull up to Bob Menery's wedding one day, man.
Oh,
That's
dude,
gonna
it's
be
gonna
a
be a
wedding
fucking
and a half.
circus.
I cannot wait.
Pupils won't even be existent.
You're gonna shut the fuck up. Are you coming to my?
It'll
By the way, my
completely be a
pupils,
blue-eyed,
my pupils
no
always
pupil.
stay. My pupils always stay the
waiters
same
are walking
size.
around with
Shit
Adderall
me,
in the
yeah,
plate.
because
Always. No, listen.
Yo, he said my pupils stay the same size. No shit.
Listen. You're gonna
It's
throw me more in the
something.
doghouse if you keep talking.
Okay.
All right. This is
Okay.
If you invite me to your wedding to speak, she's not going to want to marry you.
okay. Yeah, no. So we
Because
won't
I'm
do that.
going to be like, I don't know how you pick Bob. We used to go to the
He's one of
club.
those
And
guys.
This
him
is
and
fucking
Drewski used to go
horrible.
to Vegas and get hookers all the time. And one time they stole my credit card and I saw 12 hookers in 12 hours.
Dark days, I tell you. But the good thing is,
Not inviting him to
those
a wedding,
dark
I'll tell you
days, honey, those dark days are behind me. The hookers no longer exist, and I want to let you know that I care so much about you. No more hookers. No, I never did hookers. Let's stop. Done. I can't do this conversation anymore. It's fucking ridiculous.
I never did.
Sick guy, man. Can't believe
Don't
it.
look at me like that, Drewski.
Yo, what are you talking
Don't even
about?
fucking look at me. Let me ask
Try
you
to
about.
pull me in on
you
your
were real
shit
quick
all the
to talk
time.
about your fucking relationship life.
He's
all right?
smart, isn't he? He's smart, isn't he?
Yeah, he keeps it quiet, man.
That fucker looks smart.
Yeah.
Salim Smart, go watch the Tory Lanez interview. He's fucking baked out of his mind with Tory.
Man, I'm just women are very like the topic. of
Shaq, I'm
women
actually
are very
now worried
interesting.
about your
Very
credibility here if you're saying fucking Salim Smart here.
interesting. Nah, just women are interesting, man.
So how was that interview with Tori? It was good?
No, I just asked him about Rihanna a lot.
Jeez.
Wait, so never no security with you
No,
ever?
man,
Never
no.
before?
No. For what?
You never tried it at one point, or people tried to like say, "I got some security
Put
for
it
you."
this way, I have an uncle who's my security, but he's not keeping them. He's not keeping me secure from them.
Yeah.
He's keeping them secure from me.
What the fuck?
Think about it. What I just said.
I feel
The
that.
hell is
Yeah,
that?
I'm a regular person. So if you do certain things, I'm not gonna just
Oh, you're saying he's
Yeah.
keeping them secure from you.
exactly. So
I think people have a lot of
still don't know
respect
what
for
that
you
means.
probably now the way they approach you too. Like
Look, I'm from the streets, so I know how to read. I know how to read all languages. I try not to put myself in positions to where things will go crazy. You know what I mean? And then I always show respect. I don't care who you are, what you do, what you believe in, how you living. I always show respect. So
You gotta you gotta have one at least couple. You have to have a couple crazy ass fan interactions though. Like you've had to have had something.
Any-
happen.
Like anything, like,
nicest
weird?
fan,
Like
but,
some-
they were just the most annoying, like in a way.
fans at
Come
our
on,
house.
stop it. You've had to have something fucked up happen.
no,
Really?
Fans at our house jumped our.
Yeah,
well,
they
they got
jumped-
into the gated community
Yeah, I
and
remember
they jumped
that.
our like we
Yeah.
have the gates that open like that, like the big ones.
See the fans of
and
mine.
like
What?
three. Don't know.
They
Honestly,
just
probably
jumped
just to
over.
hug us, but like they still tried to break in.
Like a
You know what I
13,
mean?
14-year-old. What's your age demo?
Probably to
What's your demo? By the way,
probably 16 to 30.
these fucking kids. You want to sell your DJ shows? It's fucking nuts. These
Could be
guys have
something cool.
everybody.
I know
Well,
who they are.
I think
all
with our fans,
You vetted it. You did the whole thing.
Mouse.
Okay.
I don't
My
know
son.
if you
What did
agree.
you
My
say
age-
when you said I'm going to see Bob Menery? Was he like,
No,
met
he
Shaq's
told
son,
me
haven't
he told me about this
Yeah,
guy.
Sharif
I
and,
knew his
Shakir.
face, but
Yeah.
I seen
when you said
Shakir,
Drewski, like I'm putting
or
them
3
together.
days
he's
ago.
fucking killing it.
Yeah,
He's got. He's
yeah.
like Mountain
No,
Dew. What are your brand deals?
Hey man, we're not here to talk
Mountain
about
Dew,
all our
Madden,
brand deals.
Pepsi.
Yeah,
Bro, bro, I know.
we got a
I
real
know who
legend.
these people are.
Man. Like you said, I'm listening, man. I'm here.
Congratulations too, though. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Man.
Well,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Awesome.
Yo, Shaq, so what, like, this is our thing, Happy Dad. We just started our own, like, alcohol thing. What's, like, your advice in terms of, like, holding on to equity and, like, when to sell it? Like, I know it's a tough question case by case, but, like,
So
something like that. I don't know if you have any.
When you're in this business, first thing you need great distribution.
Yeah.
And once you have great distribution, that means you can show great numbers. And then when you can show great numbers, then it's time to sell. Everything's for sale. So if you put certain amount into it and you have that conversation, you're going to get this, and it's the top of the line, you do it. Like whenever I get involved in a business with a person, I always ask them, what's their out? Like if Bob said, hey, I want you to invest in this podcast, I'd be like, okay, what's your out? My out is to sell the Apple. My out is to sell, then I'll do it. So distribution, brand awareness, brand likeness, and you know, at the end, sell. Everything's for sale. You know, a lot of people are doing it now. You know, building these brands up.
Dropping a tear behind the
Yeah.
shit,
Hey,
man.
you guys, what about Shaq as an investor in Happy Dad?
I can't because I got my own liquor coming
I
out.
get your own thing. What is it? Okay.
I'm
Sorry.
not going to announce it here.
Oh, it's not out yet.
Maybe we can invest in Shaq's.
Yeah, sure. I just
Small little chunk.
Well, what,
We're contemplating over two different names, so I don't
I
want to
thought you were an open book though, and you would
Can you
tell
say what
anything.
kind of liquor or no?
Let me finish. Let me finish. We're
So don't stare at
contemplating.
me like that, scary gut.
No, I'm not going to. Listen, I'm never going to beat you up.
All right.
Because if I didn't want certain stuff to be out, I wouldn't be here fucking with you. Think about it.
Straight up.
Understood. Understood.
I mean, no, just think
Understood,
about it,
Mr.
'cause
O'Neill.
it's-
Wouldn't be here with Bob.
I mean, because it's your guys' job to ask questions. So if I don't want nothing answered, what?
Well, are you just
What'd
trying
you
to
say?
cut Shaquille O'Neal off?
Well, speak up. You whispering kind of loud over there. Go ahead. You know, we're all family here.
I wouldn't want to be.
You saw that. You saw that. How I just snapped right up. Did you like that?
I'm staying out of it.
Well, Shaq.
Yes. I'm just playing, bro.
What,
Relax, bro. Relax, bro. I'm just playing with you.
What advice would you give your younger self, like when you first came into the NBA, everything that you thought about doing or everything that you've done? What advice would you give your younger self?
Nothing. And the reason why is I came in with determination, with a dream, with a plan, and I did it my way. A lot of ups and downs, a lot of mistakes, but I still did it my way.
So no regrets at all?
No, none. And again, my greatest attribute is I was a listener. Like having conversation with Magic. You don't want to be a celebrity all the time. At some point, you want to start owning things. What does that mean? I don't know what it means. Figure it out. Go to school, get my master's in business. I want to own Krispy Kreme. I want to own 30 Papa John's. I want to own 20. Like it just, you know.
Matter of fact, I got to talk
Wait,
to you about that.
When did you get your master's in business?
I got my master's in business. Great story too. So, graduated from LSU, and you know my parents.
Shaq's fucked, bro. This is crazy.
And, my parents were always big on education. So, after I got my bachelor's, I would go to meetings. Right. Let's just say I'm trying to do a deal with Harley Davidson. I come in and they would Shaq me. Hey, Shaq, I call that. Then they would talk to my representatives. But my representatives work for me. I'm in charge. I'm always the CEO. They wouldn't even look at me. They talked to my guys. I was like, this has to stop. So went to University of Phoenix. I said, hey, I want to get my master's. They said, you want to do online? I said, no, I don't want to do online. So I know if I did online, it's going to be some wise guys that, oh, Shaq paid somebody. So then they said, well, we don't usually set up a classroom setting for one guy. We need 10 to 15 people. Call you back in a week. 10 to 15 of my friends took care of it. We all got masters together. Never missed a day. Never did not one online class. Was always in class. Took me 4 or 5 years to get it done. Did that.
Wow.
So now I want people to know and understand I have a master's in business administration. So now when we go to meetings, you don't talk to them.
That's
yes.
fucking dope.
Yes. You don't talk to them. You talk to me. And then after I got my master's, my mom was like, you know, we don't have any PhDs in our family. So that took me 5 years.
You're a fucking doctor too?
Yes.
Dr. O'Neill.
Crazy.
You need to have Dr. O'Neill on the podcast today.
Yes. So I actually did that. I actually did that for the children.
That's so crazy.
Because
Children's doctor.
One's just a title. My kids, I wanted them to, like, they know Shaq.
PhD, that's
What
some
kind of doctor are you?
sauce.
Like a heart surgeon? What kind of doctor? I'm not being.
Not that type of doctor.
Oh, all right. Word. I
Is
don't know.
that
I don't know.
best?
I don't know this shit. I'm not.
You know
I'm
what?
street. I'm street smart.
Charles
sick,
Barkley
bruh.
says the same dumbass thing.
I'm
Oh,
telling you.
I wouldn't let you operate on me.
should've got
Not that type
Charlie.
of
What do you like? If
doctor.
somebody, you do the strep, you do the
I got-
strep
No,
throat culture
I don't.
tests.
I got a question now. Do you own a Krispy Kreme in Atlanta that
Yes.
keeps burning down? What
Yes.
the fuck is going on with that Krispy Kreme? I think it was like
Don't
a
fuck with
second
me,
time.
Shaq.
So
I'm
the,
just kidding.
I swear to God.
the first one was believed to be arson.
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
The
damn.
second one was to believe some homeless people. My thing is, I'm not going to be putting no charges on the homeless people. So
Hell no.
what we're going to do is
Let's just stop building that shit back.
Yeah,
Let's just get a different
we are.
location.
No.
for it.
So now we're going to do them, tear it down and just rebuild it. I mean, because the second one, like we went